Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Jade here. Today, is going to be a special video. As you guys know, I actually have been making videos exposing this guy named Jade for being a pred. Now, I have some exclusive interview with Zero and also Jade. Were they disrespectful or were they nice? When we find out if you watch the video. Now, if you're watching Jade and also Zero, I just wanted to say that during this video, not only am I going to explain the entire story, everything that happened, and my point of view, your point of view, and also like everyone else's point of view, but I'm also going to be answering some of y'all questions. Some of y'all, I mean, as in like Zero's and Jade's questions. The reason why, because at the time we were talking, whatever, it was like late at night, believe it or not. I think if I remember, it was around like 4 o'clock at night or like 3 o'clock at night. Or I guess for you nerds, you could say like 3 o'clock in the morning. So I was like really tired and stuff, but I want to talk to them. So some of the questions that I giving you, Jade and also Zero, and that you guys didn't like, I was looking into it and I got better answers for you guys now since I'm wide awake. So I just wanted to say you should watch this video so you guys can get more of your questions, so you can get your answer. At the time, I was really tired, didn't know what to say or what to do. So yeah. And lastly, but not least, but I'm gonna be re-recording everything, mainly because if you look at the screen, yeah, I yap way too much. So it's an hour-long video. I try to keep my videos like 30 minutes or less, but yeah. Hopefully this video isn't going to be an hour long again. So yeah, and I don't know if I said this already, but my gameplay is going to be using my controller, my Xbox controller, mainly because I kind of, if you look at my community posts, I broke my keyboard. So yeah, as soon as I get done recording, it's just going to be like less than a minute. I have to give up the keyboard to my brother because, well, my brother needs to play his video games. So yeah, I got my Xbox controller. So yeah, it's gonna be weird because I never play with my controller on Roblox. Anytime I have my Xbox, it's always either on like Fortnite, Call of Duty, or something like that. Never on Roblox. This is like my first time ever, so the gameplay is gonna look so bad. Enough of me yapping though, because my brother's gonna be on my buns in a second, telling me like when am I gonna get my keyboard. So without further ado, let's get into the video and stop wasting time. Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Trans here. So today we're going to be talking about Jade. Now, for the ones that don't know, a couple months ago, I made a video calling out Jade for all the things that he has done, supposedly, which is from what other people told me. And I made a video from what they told me. Now, I didn't give out my point of view or nothing. I didn't give out anything at all. I didn't give out nothing. And then I made follow-up videos because multiple other people was telling me that other things about Jade, about what he was doing. So I made that, and then I turned that into a playlist, and I realized that none of y'all probably want to watch 3 hours and some minutes, so I shortened it to, well, this amount of time. So I think it's like 30 minutes if I remember. Now, in this one, not only I got an exclusive interview with Jade and Zero, which you can see on the screen. Now, I'm not going to show the audio, and I'm not going to share anything they said, whatever, because some things are a bit private. Of course, I gave it the hacker. And some things are private, but basically what proceeded to happen is I talked to them and I am very satisfied. Believe it or not, when I was making those videos about Jade, I did not like it at all. I did not like it one single bit. I was forced to make those videos. I was manipulated. Not only that, but I also put some things in the video and like some people twisted whatever. And not only that, but the video itself, like the very first video, like 25% of it was literally about Jade itself, with 50% of it was just like clips that's either out of context or has context, but I didn't give enough context to back up what it says. And then the other 25% of it is the Demon Child limb line, which I'm about to expose in the future. So yeah, this one I'm actually gonna like clarify everything, and I mean everything. So, like for an example, you see the YouTube logo, right? That means that it's from me, my point of view. Now you see the Roblox logo. That is from like Mr. Y, Akira, just literally anyone else. And then you see this logo right here, the Discord logo. It means that this information was told from none other than like Jade and Zero themselves. So I just thought to put that in advance so you guys can understand basically what point of view it is. And sometimes if you look in the corner, I'll add them together. That's it. Oh, and one more thing, because I know I've been yapping way too much, and I know you guys don't want to hear this yap, but you guys don't want to hear this part. Let's say you're like me, right? You're lazy. You don't want to watch the entire video. I understand that. I'm a bit of a yapper myself. I talk a lot. I mean, I'm even like re-recording this. So if you don't want to hear me yap, because I know you guys don't want to hear me yap. Here's a time skip to this part here. Basically like it basically tell you if he's guilty or not, if he's a pedophile or not. So yeah, this entire thing is going to be everyone's point of view, and you guys finally for once get to know the entire truth. So is Jade a pedophile or Is he innocent? Only one way to find out. Continue watching and you get to see. Alright, so let's go from the start. Basically, how did we meet Jade in the first place? So basically, Akira met Jade first, and then after a while, Akira has introduced Pepsi Mario. Damn, of course. A hacker dodged me. It's the exact same person. Anyway, so then basically what proceeds to start happening is that after that, like a couple hours later, I am privately messaging Akira. I was like, hey, yo, Akira, would it be cool if I can go AFK on Neighbors? Because at the time, I was out here struggling with stuff. Like, for example, I had, like, at the time, one of my family members just now died, and we had to go talk about the funeral and stuff, and not only that, but also, one of my friends, well, not one, but, like, multiple of my friends, around, like, I guess, like, around, like, 20 to 10 of my friends was out here being suicidal. I was being sad, which a couple of them actually did die and kill themselves, and I was dealing with, like, 10 problems all at once, okay? So, yeah, I was kind of busy, and I decided I'm just gonna go AFK. And she introduced me to Jade. So I was like, oh, yo, Jade, what's up? And Jade was very chill, was very nice. He was very cool, at least. And I was hanging out with him. And then, like, afterwards, I got his Discord because me and him was, like, talking and stuff. He was seeming very chill. I was like, yo, this guy seems to be awesome. He could be, like, one of my homies, whatever, because he was, like, really nice and cool. And after a while, what basically proceeds to start happening is that I was out here thinking how this guy's amazing. Lemon Lime, the criminals, start going on, which I'm planning on exposing her in the future. And basically, she started going on, meeting Jade for the first time, and that's when I was like, ooh, this is probably not a good idea. So I privately messaged him. I was like, yo, so let me tell you about Lemon Lime real quick before anything happens, before she started trying to do illegal activities. So while that was going on, um, so I told her about lemon lime, and he's like, "Oh, okay, whatever." And at the time, I thought, yeah, it was good and whatever. And that's when I told Akira, whatever, because like we hang out for a couple hours. That's when I told Akira, I was like, "All right, well, I have to get going. I still have to do my thing, whatever." And we were going on about it and everything. And after a while, basically, what proceeded to start happening is that I left where to continue doing my work and stuff because, like I said, I had 10 problems at the time. Fast forward to the next day, Akira finally introduced Mr. White for the very first time. Why is there another hacker, bruh? Can I just not have one good game? That's what I was saying. So, what basically proceeds to start happening is that she introduced Akira for the very first time. Oh, there's two hackers. It's hacker versus the hacker. What the heck? Mr. White was out here, was looking at everyone, and was hearing all the rumors going on, like that Jade recently got broken up with, and that like Zero was like the kid, no least to say that, and that they were dating and stuff, whatever. And that's when Mr. White came over and was like talking to everyone and stuff, and then he started escalating the situation by saying, "I don't think Jade is 17," because at the time, the rumors going on that Jade was 17 and Zero was 14, whatever, which I didn't mind. That was literally like 3 years age gap, and then like even if like let's say like their birthday hasn't been here yet, or let's say that her birthday is coming up soon, right? So that's like 2 years. If his birthday's later on, then it might be a problem. Actually, it's going to be a problem because she's 14, he's 18. But like he was escalating the situation by saying like, "Oh well, I'm this year's old, and you sound older than me. You sound older than 18, whatever, and stuff like that." And he's like, "Wait, what?" And Mr. White was saying how he sounded older. And then that's when he started talking. There's the party and started talking to Kira. I was like, "Doesn't he sound like older than my voice, whatever?" And that's when they all started to be like, "Yeah, he does." And that's when he started making the rumor that like Jade's like some random like 21-year-old, 22-year-old like Fred. And at the time, like I said, I was like literally chilling, busy doing my work and stuff. And then that later, I had Akira on the phone with me on Snap, crying around, being like, "Oh, me and Mr. White find out that Akira is 21 years old and he's a pedophile. He's out here f***ing a 13-year-old." Oh, I probably got to censor that. He's out here blanking a 13-year-old and stuff like that. And was out here saying that I was in a party with only girls and stuff. And if you know me very well, you guys would know that I care a lot about my friends. Okay, so the fact that one of my friends crying was bothering me and was pissing me off. And I was like, yeah, I have like 10 like problems I'm dealing with, but let's go fix this problem first because I don't like seeing my friends cry. So I was getting like pissed off with her. So I was like, all right, well, let's see how Jade is. And I was gonna plan going in there. I was like stupid that I didn't know anything. I was like, yo, what's up? And I was like be like I was to be like friends with Jade, whatever, and see if I get any more inside information. Mr. White and everyone else was being dumb for the entire time, grabbing Jade and stuff, was making a big fuss. And he started grabbing me where the heck it is. And like next thing later, after he grabbed me, he's like, yo, Jay's a pedophile, Jay's a pedophile. Like right in front of everybody, except Jade and Zero because they both were in the sky. And I was like, what you talking about and stuff, whatever. It's like, yeah, no, Jay's out here, like, was doing questionable things, whatever. And there's this 14-year-old she's with, his name's Zero. And that's when I was like, what? And that's when like the party where because like later on, I had rejoined the game again, and that's when one of the girls, oh hey Zay, what's up? And I was like, yeah, what's up? How's your day going, girl? I was like, how's your day going? Good. This party's a bit weird. I was like, what do you mean? So like, well, you know that Jay guy? Yeah. Well, he got like this new girl, and it's like such a pick me and stuff like that, whatever. So I was like, oh. And after a while, what basically proceeds to start happening is that it was talking about how it was such like a like they're like he was out here with another Discord Ekin and it was like a pick me and stuff and it all lead up to Zero. Now the thing is that Jade being 21 that was made up by Mr. White, but them being together Zero and Jade was made up none other than Lemlime herself. She was out here, was talking with Jade, whatever stuff, and apparently after I left, that the lemon lime was out here was talking to Jay and stuff, and she was getting pissed off that that Zero was getting closer to Jade and stuff, and that the fact that she had a crush on Jade and couldn't do anything about it. So she ended up lying, saying that they're like together, so it can like ruin their friendship they had, whatever. And well, I guess that didn't work because they're still friends, they're still best friends. But yeah, and after a while, I was going in there and I was like, whoa, and stuff, whatever. And then I started to go in there, start trying to ask questions. He was out here, like avoiding my questions because I was asking him like, yo, what's your age and stuff. And he's like, please try to avoid me and avoid my questions and stuff, whatever the heck it is. And after a while, what basically proceeds to start happening is that he wouldn't answer me, which was even making me even more pissed off over the fact that he was like avoiding me and like ignoring me and everything. So I was getting annoyed and stuff. And after a while, from what I was told from Jade and them, the only reason why that he wasn't answering my question is because like they thought that I was gonna be like Mr. White and them, and that I was gonna be like annoying. And because Mr. White's annoying and stuff, whatever, and he's like, "Oh, well, don't trust Zay, don't answer any questions or nothing. He's just gonna ask you dumb questions. He's gonna be an idiot." So they were comparing me to Mr. White, whatever, which kind of hurts. And what ended up happening is that he wanted to ask me questions, and not to mention that I was asking him like questions that like personal questions, like out in public, and not just like wait till we was just alone, whatever. And then when I did finally ask him the question, like privately in his DMs, he started to call me a creep and stuff and a weirdo. So after a while, what basically proceeds to start happening is that basically I was out here trying to talk to him and I couldn't talk to him. And then my 7-year-old daughter started coming in KK and it was like pissing me off even more because like they were acting like inappropriate in the party, whatever. And even Akira was getting pissed off. I was like, yo, she's 7 years old. What's she doing in this game? And stuff like that. And I ended up got to the point to where I made Jake kick her out of the party stuff. And well, at the time in my bio, I had like this bio that says like, "Oh yeah, I'm dating KK," because at the time I was dating somebody, but I didn't want to reveal who it was. So I put KK, so no one really asked questions. And then if they do ask questions like, "Oh, does she sound young, whatever," and that's where I revealed them. I was like, "Oh yeah, no, that's my daughter, that's my kid. I ain't telling you guys who my girlfriend is. Why you guys care so much who my girlfriend is anyway? So I'm not that important." But at the time, I was doing that stuff, and I was sitting with KK, and I was making sure because I was being a protective dad, making sure that like nothing inappropriate, or nothing weird's going on with KK. And then Jay took that like, oh yeah, no, I'm dating KK, and that's like my girl sound. And that's when I awkward laughed to Jay. I was like, no, kick her now. And then even like Mr. White was like saying like kick her, and then I made that one comment which Mr. White to this day still said rude. But the comment I said is like finally, Mr. White did something good for once. And I was made like I was hoping me get Jay to kick out. Now it was like complete mess and everything. So yeah, Lemon Lime made a rumor that they were dating, and then Mr. White escalated by making everyone believe that he was 21 years old and got me involved. And like later on, I just logged off, whatever, and I was like, yeah, I did not want to do this. A whole bunch of my friends was like forcing me, was trying to make me to do the video. I was like, no, I'm not ready. I don't want to do the video just yet. I'm not ready, and everything and stuff. And I was like, I didn't have enough evidence and everything to make the videos and everything. And a couple of days later, I continuously getting like Jade over and over, and I was like trying to talk with Jade before he started blocking me, whatever. And I asked him privately about his age, and he still was calling me creepy, and I think he's calling me weird. And then Lemon Lime was out here like not only spreading rumors about me to make me look like a creep, but was also out here basically was out here defending Jade, like completely dick riding him like so hard because she had a crush for him and stuff. And next and later, what proceeds to start happening is that I ended up like getting a bit angry and annoyed with Lemon Lime, like super punching her and everything. She's like, "Why do you keep on super punching me?" And I was like, because I'm trying to investigate into Jade, whatever, and you being annoying. Like, get out of here and stuff. And I was getting angry. I was like cussing her out on Roblox and anything. I was like, yo, get the F word out of here before in this time where I get a bit angry. Got to the point to where I would ask the character to invite me to the party. He's like, can't. Why? Lemon Lime is here. I was like, oh my goodness, Lemon Lime is such a fucking baby. Man, she's a criminal and she gets to get away with everything until I expose the truth, whatever, get her out of here. But yeah, and then what basically proceeds to happen is that I got nothing. So I was like, all right, whatever, I got nothing. So I'll continue to work on my video. So I was gonna put that inside. I was like, if Jade is a pedophile and Jade is dating Zero, then it is what it is, I guess. And then like later on, that's when I was again like forced to make the video and stuff. And at the time, because believe it or not, I told this to Jade and Zero, but I didn't explain it all the way because like I said, I was tired. But during the time when me and Lemon was fighting, anyway, so then basically like Lemon was out here fighting me and everything and stuff. And I told her, I was like, yo, if you don't leave, that means you're dating him and stuff like that, whatever. And then afterwards, she wouldn't leave and stuff. And that's when I get to myself where I was like, so that's why you're defending him. You guys are dating and everything like that. So I was out here saying that, and not saying to like the public or anything. I would say that to like Lemon Lime, wherever, and like Lemon Lime continued being quiet. And I was gonna keep that to myself. I was gonna say to anyone. And then Lemon Lime was like, maybe that's what I can do. So she started telling everyone herself that, she was out here dating Jade, whatever. And that's where the whole rumors started going around where he was dating Jade. At the time, I didn't. At the time, I said that like they must be dating something. Because why is Lemon defending him so hard? And I didn't say anything. I didn't spread a rumor. I didn't go tell Miss Wire. I didn't tell anyone else. Like, hey, yo, these are dating or nothing. I just kept to myself. But then like Lemon's out here saying how, oh yeah, no, me Jay's dating, was spreading a rumor that they're dating and stuff. What I think it is. And after a while, it finally got to me and stuff. And then that's when I was told that Lin Lam and Jay were dating right from Mr. White and stuff. And then later on, my friend was out here was telling me, he's like, hey, yo, so you're gonna need to make that video right now. I was like, well, I don't want to make the video. I don't have that much evidence where I haven't talked to Jade or anything. And I was like, no, make the video right now. It's like getting pissed off where it's like, bro, hop off my dick. I don't even got enough evidence. And after a while, you continuously getting pissed off where it was like trying to force me to do things that I don't want to do. And after a while, he finally won, I guess. Shouldn't at least to say he finally won. And after he finally won, I posted a video which I didn't like because it had enough evidence. I posted a video, and I was like, screw it. That's literally it. That's all I'm gonna have. I ain't gonna make no more other videos. And then that's when the investigation team, I guess, was out here and they started giving me more information and stuff. Where I was like, yo, so we got more information and this happened. And at the time, I was dealing with another problem because like Lemon Lime and Brooklyn was out here making up rumors about me. So I go make a response video to them, because they're being idiots, whatever. They're like talking smack while I was AFK. I mean, literally at the time I was like mowing the lawn. So I couldn't really say anything, and I go clear out some information publicly because I was live streaming at the time as well. So they were saying this during while I was live streaming. And then well, at the time, whatever, I was basically dealing with that. People were telling me like, oh yeah, this information came out, whatever, and I continued making videos and stuff. Where I guess, and the video that I made was more towards the two lemon line because I was exposing her than Jade. It's just that Jade's name so happened to be brought up by Mr. White because he got another information. Even though the video is mainly just about lemon line. And then not only that, but then after a while, I was talking to Pepsi Mario and Ali, and then they were out here saying like, oh, like Jade was being a creep, whatever. Was out here wondering if I was moaning, even though I was yawning, and I said no. And then he forced Lemlime to moan, which fun little fact. I didn't ask Jade, so that one's NA. I can't tell you if that's true or not, but judging by how me and Jay was talking and how me and Zero was talking, I don't think Jade made Lemline moan. That was the thing that apparently Ali said. That was like Jade was out here asking Lemline to moan, and she did moan for him, and because Jade was forcing her, even though he knew the fact that she was, certain age, which like I said, I'm gonna make the video exposing Lemline for everything she has done, and so it was illegal in itself already of what he was doing, like that type of request. And after a while, I was forced to make another video already. Hey, what's up, guys? So Features here, and you can see me a little bit more. But basically, the one thing that I forgot to go over, because as you guys can see, I got this part right here. I mean, if you look at my recording, I only did this much before I started seeing the rest. I don't know what the rest of the 14 minutes is. But basically, let's go back to this one right here. During this part right here, which you can see as soon as it goes in a little bit more, there's this. So yeah, during the time, what ended up happening, and this is the question that Zero asked me, what was I trying to do here? At the time, I was talking to my friend, which she's no longer my friend anymore. Why? Because my account was banned, so I can't talk to her anymore. But at the time, she was like my friend, and I was talking to her, and then he distracted me and started going over here. Oh, and just go like right here. And keep in mind that the sitting down like this, I do that with every single one of my friends. I do it with every single one of my friends. There's different ways of how my friends cope, whatever. There's different ways of how my friends do things. That's just the way of talking. I did it with most of my friends. Most of my friends like to sit down in front of me. I even did it with like Akira at the time because she felt comfortable like that. Some people prefer we stand talk. Some people prefer just me not saying anything and jam out to my music. Some people prefer, it's like there's different ways of coping, and most of my friends like it when I sit in front of them and talk to them because not only I'm a great talker, but I'm also a great listener. So I was talking to her, and then afterwards, after a while, he comes around, tries to show me, which I'll try to figure out. I thought it was outside. As you can see, I'll put the note thing right here. And nothing sexual was going on, but considering the fact that if you literally watch this entire thing, like right here, they were being highly sexual, being really inappropriate and everything, and it was like a daily party. So I decided to say screw it, don't really care. And will this happen? And then well, as you can see, if you look there for like 1 second, which not trying to say how bad this looks, but I'm just saying this looks pretty darn bad. So look, it says like VC ban, do you like it? This was like, look right here, VC ban, do you like this, right? But then if you go like play around, I mean, like look at this. This says yeah VC ban, and this do you like this? It said yeah whatever, and then he said rip. What do you say? I'm saying like Zero told me that this doesn't look sexual, but anyway. So the point is the point of this thing because she asked me her question like what was I trying to do here? I will say one thing. I was so focused on my friend because believe it or not, after this entire thing, I was like talking to Kara for a little bit, then we left off, and then I started talking to her, and we were talking for at least like half an hour to an hour, and then I wasn't focused on the party. I was only focusing on her, and then when Jade finally started talking to me after a while, Jade's like, "Yo, check this out stuff." I thought this girl was Zero. I'm not gonna lie. That's why right here is just like, oh, this timeline is 14, but then her birthday is like 15, whatever the heck it is, and stuff like that. And I didn't really show. I watched this entire thing to the end. I didn't show the rest. So let me just go back to the gameplay real quick. I didn't show the rest, but basically during the time, and I should have shown the rest. At the time after I did all that, I asked Jade if like, "Yo, Jade, are you dating somebody? Are you single?" And Jade told me himself that he was single. I don't know why I don't know why I didn't add that part in there. I should have. That would have literally saved me so much time. I mean, Jade himself told. I mean, I literally even went back into my other PC, grabbed the old video, and rewatched myself. And yeah, I did ask him if he was single. He did tell me himself that he was single. I do not know why I didn't add that part in there. I'm just an idiot. But yeah, he told me himself that he was single. So to answer your question, Zero, the reason why I had that part in there because I thought that you were, well, I thought that girl was you. So I asked Jade first, like her age, whatever, and he didn't answer me about her age. And then afterwards, after the clip, which I didn't show the clip, I asked Jade if he was single, and he told himself that yeah, he's single. He even prior messaged me on Roblox that he was single. So I, I don't know why I didn't take any signs. He told me himself that he was single, and I was just an idiot. Anyways, let's get back into my recording. I feel stupid now. And then after a little bit, the whole beef settled down. We were gonna talk about it no more. And after a while, basically what proceeds to start happening is that I was doing good, and then Akira was out here getting beyond pissed off from also from Mr. White, and then Mr. White saying how Akira wanted to delete my YouTube, get me like banned, whatever. Because if you guys know me, you guys know that I don't really care like what happens if you try to attack my Roblox accounts or stuff. Like if you attack my Roblox account, it is what it is. I mean, it's literally just avatars. I can just get a new account and buy avatars. I mean, like for example, like the avatar I'm running right now, it's like 500 Robux around there. It's not that expensive. And then so basically that was happening, but she was out here like threatening my YouTube channel. Like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna ban your YouTube, and that's what pissed me off. So I made a video talking about her and everything and stuff that's going on. And then next thing later, while that was going on, during the time when I did that, that's when Akira started to be like, "Hey, say, oh, I'm deeply sorry for everything. I was struggling with like my family and everything and stuff." And that's when I was like, okay. And then I told her I was sorry. I only made that video because you're attacking my YouTube channel. I mean, I spent so much time on it. I spent so much years on my YouTube channel that I was getting like pissed off because I didn't want to like, I didn't want to spend like, because I made this channel since I was like 9, 10 years old, right? And not just this channel alone, it's like every other channel. I made like multiple channels. Like if you're watching my reaction channel, you can see like the time here, which I put on the screen. This one I made my channel, whatever. And the fact that I spent so much years on this, like I spent so much years on YouTube. So she was trying to get me banned, whatever. She apologizes, whatever, and I apologize as well. And then I said I was gonna take down the video. And then that's when the Kira started talking to me, whatever, started telling me information like, oh yeah, and that Zero and Jay did date whatever, and that Zero was devastated, and that she was crying whatever, and stuff, and then that apparently Jade confessed that he was 27 years old, that Zero's crying like it was like Akira's fault whatever, and stuff like that. So that's when I made an update video. I was like, oh yeah, Jade is 27 years old. He said it himself, even though Jade didn't tell me himself. It was only for Akira's mouth that he said it. And then not only that, but then it also was out here saying how Zero was out here manipulating to dating Jade because, Jade lied about his age and stuff. And that she was like 14 crying around and was like crying to Akira like it was like almost kind of like her fault and stuff, whatever I was told. And I put that on the internet. So yeah, that's what ended up happening. Now the thing is that when I was talking to Jade and them, Jade didn't really care. I mean, Jade was like laughing. So was Zero. They didn't really care.
And like I said, like you posting videos like this where it's like it's never bothered me. Like I've seen a couple of them, and I thought some of them were funny just because of how like crazy they were. I think the me killing Akira one was like the top. That was like my
Top
favorite
10,
video.
ranked number
The top,
1.
yeah, that was a solid video, but like it was so random. Like
Yeah.
how
Well,
you're
to be fair, I can tell you my thought process with that one. Yeah, I didn't believe Lemon
well
and
no
everyone else when they said that they killed someone. But I thought if I put that in a
no
video, I
no
thought I'd
I
make it to
know
where you can
what
talk to me, whatever. I was like, yo, I got to get some way for him to talk to me, and I thought Let my name is dumb as but if I say like, oh yeah, Jay killed somebody, Jay will try to talk to me more, whatever, or at least talk
Wait,
to my friends to try to talk to me. You guys are probably gonna laugh when I say this, but the only reason why I didn't contact with him is because I blocked him. And when I was making that one video saying that he was like out here murdering somebody, I immediately knew that it was a lie. But I thought if I put that video out there and Jade sees that, he'll immediately be like, oh yeah, he's gone a little too far now. I need to go talk to him. And he was going to add me and talk to me back. But me being an idiot, I forgot that he blocked me on Roblox, so I got pissed off and I blocked him on Discord. So yeah, I guess I'll take an L on this one. I feel like an idiot. Anyways, let's go back to the video. So yeah. The only reason why they want to talk to me is because I was an idiot. Anytime I made like exposed videos, like when I reference like people that's not part of it, like for example like Zero, right? Zero wasn't even my main priority. I forgot to censor her username. So they had like people out here was like adding her, harassing her and stuff because at the time she was like me and still is, and I still do the exact same way, by the way. I had my joins turned on so like anyone can join me and stuff. And people was out here spamming the friend request to her. People was like out here joining her games, was harassing her and stuff, whatever, and start asking her questions and everything because of my YouTube channel, and I was like leaking her like Roblox username. Got to a point to where she had to go turn off her joins, and I don't know if she still does. I think she doesn't anymore. I'm not so sure. And people was out here, was literally out here harassing Zero, and I was like asking her questions and stuff. And the same thing with Jade, whatever. Now, like I said, Jade didn't really mind, didn't care, but Zero did. Another hacker, really. And then what basically proceeded to happen is that Zero and I went to my other YouTube channel, which is basically just my based on my reaction channel. I said that yo, in order to make me react to your videos, like I give out a tutorial on how to get me to react to your videos. I told them about the Discord server that I had, and then I sent a link for the Discord server. And as soon as I sent a link to the Discord server, whatever, that's where she used it. Whatever, she realized I was there and she contacted me using a Discord server link. And we had a whole conversation, explained everything that went on, everything that is happening. And basically, after all of that, I talked to them individually, like one by one. And as I was like talking to them, they told me their side of the story and everything. And they're asking me questions and stuff. And that's when I was like, wow, I look like an idiot for the entire time. Hello, future me again. So during one of the questions, or one of the things that Zero has brought up to me is that during one of my videos, I had mentioned how I use like apparently Jade and Zero matching avatars, and I was considering that as them dating. Even more features in here. I literally hop onto a different game. This game is lagging like crazy though. Anyways, I'm looking at this photo. Is that a heart but a J on it? I could be tripping, but having this necklace chain with the J heart doesn't help your case out. Why people thought you two were dating? Like I was gonna defend you so hard, saying that how I have matching avatars with my friends and stuff, but like I could be blind, and you could just ask the chat to see if I'm dumb or not. But wasn't that a heart with a J on it? I don't know. I could be dumb. I just wanted to just mention that. I could be dumb. Either that or I'm really tired. I mean, like as you can see, I'm sharing everything. It's literally like 4:40. I just can't even read. You can literally just see that though. It's late at night, bro, or early in the morning. I've been editing all day and now it's all night. I'm so tired. Now I wanted to say one thing and one thing only. Um, I can't be talking, or I should say I shouldn't be talking because I like to match avatars with all my friends. But to explain it more further, yes, when I did see that, whatever, I did see that originally, and my first reaction isn't, oh yeah, I know they're dating, whatever. Like a bunch of my friends were talking to me and stuff, and I guess I could say that investigation team was talking to me as well, and the investigation suggests that they were dating because they're matching avatars. And I said, well, I mean, they could be matching their friends, and then that's when it's like, come on, you literally got multiple evidence against them. It's like what? So you got tons of people saying that they're dating. Zero's clearly 14. I mean, he's not speaking, so he's controlling her and stuff like that. And whatever, it's telling me some random things. And I was like, well, going by outfits isn't good enough. I mean, look at the screen. I'm showing you guys proof of me matching outfits with my friend. And even then, at least it's not like me. I mean, literally, this is my homeboy, and I say I love my boyfriend. So yeah. Anyways, so I just like matching with all my friends, and actually on this account that I have right now, hopefully it doesn't get deleted. I'm planning on matching with one of my guy best friends and having a sign that says I love my boyfriend. Now, I will say one thing, and this is to my friends if you're watching. If you're uncomfortable with me having the I love my girlfriend or I love my sign boyfriend, just tell me and I'll change it to I love my bestie. If that was so, that would be better. So if you're uncomfortable with me saying I love my boyfriend or I love my girlfriend or whatever, and you're uncomfortable with that, just tell me. Feel free to message me and I will change it right away. I'll put it I love my bestie. Or you can just straight just tell me right there and then, but like, don't put any signs down. Now, like, okay. And I'll just make a match outfit with no signs. That's if you even want to match outfits with me in the first place. I mean, I'll ask you if you want to match outfits first. But yeah, enough about me and my friends. I just wanted to answer that for Zero. No, I did not thought you guys were dating because of your avatar. I mean, everyone else was thinking you guys were because you guys match avatars. Me, on the hand, I understand when it comes to like matching avatars. It could be with like friends and stuff. But also at the exact same time, I was looking at your avatar, and it wasn't like, oh yeah, they're dating type of matching avatar. It was more of a, how can I explain it? It was more of, oh yeah, this is my best friend right here. You guys are not gonna hurt my best friend type of matching. Like when I was looking at you guys, pause. I didn't see that as in like, oh yeah, no, they're dating 100%. This is confirms it right here. They're dating. I see that as like, okay, well, these are really good close friends. All right, enough of me yapping. Let's get back into the video itself, shall we? And when I heard like Zero's voice, I was expecting like a little child. I'm not gonna lie, because they say like 14 stuff. And I'm not gonna like reveal any ages, but she sounded like if she was like over 18 and stuff like that. I will say like one thing. Yes, Jade is older than Zero, but like the thing is that Zero and Jade, they never dated. They're just friends. They're really good friends. They've been friends for years. They never dated. Whatever. And then the thing about the bio where it's just like, oh yeah, I like them older. She did it as a joke. Like they never, Jade and Zero never dated before, and everything's going on. So that's what basically proceeds to start happening. I start talking to her. She started getting me questions and stuff, whatever, and we had a whole relaxed time. And honestly, I'll still, wow, I said so much. I'll still say this as I said in the interview we had. I kind of wish that Zero would at least say something if she would have said hi or something, because I would immediately just, change plans. I mean, she doesn't sound like a 14-year-old. She sounds way older. Okay. So, yeah. And what basically proceeds to start happening is while that was going on, I was talking to them. They're being very nice, very talkative to me. I wasn't interrupting them. They wasn't interrupting me. Like we were just both like we're just both like talking like normal person, like man to man. I mean, it was mainly just like Zero talking, but at that time, even Jay told me some of his opinions and stuff, whatever. So because this is Feature Zero, it should be the last time. But basically, I just want to talk about this one part because I know I mentioned it and I just skipped over it, but I'm not going to skip over it because I know most people can see this and get confused, so I might as well explain it to you guys. So actually, if you guys go look over here during this part, I have to censor it, so I'm sorry, Feature Day. You're gonna have to do some censoring. My bad. All right. Anyway, so hopefully this makes it a lot easier, so you don't have to censor that much. But basically, as you can see, it says that I love them older, and this is my reaction. What? What is that bio? I love them older. Excuse me. Hey yo. And at the time, I cut the video way too early. But if I would have continued playing the video, you could hear me laugh because I thought it was funny. I make all kinds of jokes like that. Like if you would watch my channel, you're a big fan of me before I met Lemline, before I met Jade. I make all kinds of jokes like when I was younger. So like the joke that I would say, like for an example, for the younger ones, and this is when I was young. I don't say this nowadays because it's weird. But when I was younger, what I used to say is it's saying like, no, it's okay. I like the younger. The more younger they are, the better for the riping. Nowadays, I switch up. Nowadays, what I say is, it's okay, like girl. It's okay, baby girl. I like them older. The more older they are, the more experience. But yeah, I get where she's coming from when she says I like them older, and I thought it was funny. And when I put this part in there, one or two things happened. One, I forgot to delete this part out of there. It was supposed to make me laugh later. It was one of those funny moments because believe it or not, sometimes during editing process, it gets boring. It sucks. So I had some clips that's in there that was actually funny, and this is one of them. It was one of the funny moments for me, but I guess I forgot to delete it. So yeah, I'm sorry, Zero. And also, this specific scene alone is the reason why Zero's getting attacked, because this scene I forgot to edit out there, which is why future me is probably going to hate me even more, because I know that future me is going to be extremely tired and doesn't want to edit no more. But I have to edit out Zero's username so you guys can stop spamming her and stop adding her and stop harassing her. That'll be a little bit near the end because I'll talk a little bit more about that. Anyways, let's get back into the video, shall we? Now, at the time, Zero and Jade, they both didn't really care if they wanted an apology video. At the time, they just wanted me to delete the videos and stuff, whatever, and get people to stop harassing Zero.
Like my Roblox account up there, and random people are adding me and like joining me and like doing all this. Like I had to turn my joins on to just friends only because, you know, I don't care. I have my joins on for everyone, right? But I had to turn my joins on for just friends only because of what was going on and of everything. And they're actually still on that because of that.
Yeah, and they told me every single thing from Lemon had a crush on Jade, from literally Lemon himself saying to Jade, confessing his feelings and stuff. And then Jade was also uncomfortable with hanging out with Lemon, which he still is. And I don't even know why Jade decided to still be friends with Lemon. I mean, are you dumb? But whatever. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. So yeah, and the reason why he's even friends with Lemon right now, anyways, is because he's kind of like me, actually. I don't like unfriending people. I don't like blocking people. But sometimes you gotta do what you don't like doing. You know, like I know you don't want to block Lemon, but like, you know, at this point, just block her, bro. Like if she's stalking you, block her. It's not that hard. I mean, she's literally just messaging you hi every single month, and you've been ghosting her.
I think it's ironic how you went on the internet saying that I was dating Jade when I wasn't, and then you called him a pedophile, and you said all this, and you didn't even check with anyone else. You just talked to Lemony Lime, and Lemony Lime was like, "Yep, we dated. Yeah, we dated because she liked Lemony. He did not. Jade right here wanted no involvement with Lemony Lime. When we finally figured out how old she was, we both wanted to dip. But Lemony Lime was so up in our ass and our business that like it was kind of hard for like because she was everywhere. She was friends with everyone. So if we were in a game with someone and boom, she had them added, and we were all in the group together because she liked Jade and Jade did not like her back, and she was upset about the fact that Jade would play with me more than her because he knew that if he played with her on his own, that is weird because everybody knew how young she was.
1 hour later.
Yeah, and the reason why I have her added is because you realize that she's friends with your friends. Well, what you call friends, or we're friends. What's her name? Allison, whatever. What's
What's
her name, bro?
Oh yeah, Allie.
Allie in Brooklyn, like these little girls, like she's friends with them. So like everything you told them, like I didn't just find out about people like quote unquote trying to find me. I knew this like a while ago, like maybe a month or a few months ago, maybe. I don't even know how long ago it was. I only found out because obviously you're telling Brooklyn, Allison, or Allie or whatever her name is, and they're telling Lemony, or you maybe told Lemony straight up. But I'm pretty sure you told Lemony that.
Yeah, I only
because
told
Lemony told me.
because I only told Lemon Lime. Yeah, Lemon Lime is a crush on you, like big time. She even confessed to herself. I only told Lemon Lime everything. I didn't tell Brooklyn or Allie that you were getting stalked or people trying to find where you live. The only person I told was Lemon. Now, if Lemon was a big mouth, I told Brooklyn and Allie, then they found it by Lemon. But Lemon's the only person I told this information to.
Yeah, and you know they're gonna talk like they're kids.
Little girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
And
friends
the fact
with
that
anymore.
well, I mean, you just said a few weeks ago you're talking to them. Like, how long are you gonna not talk to them for? Because it sounds like you've been on and off with talking with them for
because
months.
they keep on being
like
friends
a
with my
year already.
friends. And you smart, Zay. So basically explaining everything that happened goes on here. To explain everything that's going on during the time, people want Jay to be dead because they think he was an actual pedophile. People want Jay gone, so they're like, "Oh, we're gonna either get his Roblox account banned or we're gonna kill him." And there's like a group of people on Roblox and Snap. And actually, if you're watching Jade and Zero, I talked to them individually one by one, and I told them the entire truth. So you got no, well, at least nobody should be stalking you. I don't know if they still are, but from the groups I talked to, they said they would leave you alone. I told them everything and stuff, whatever, and I told the entire story, so this should be good. And at the time, they out here saying how I was talking to like Brooklyn and the rest and stuff, the other kids and stuff, which, like I said, I'm planning on exposing Limelight in the future in the video. And well, what ended up happening is that I told them that I haven't talked to them, and I haven't been friends with them in months and stuff. And then I talked about how I talked to them like a week or two ago, which I guess kind of exposed myself. But I said I talked to them. I didn't say they were my friends at the time. You know, it's like for an example, like me and Jade is not friends. But if I bump into Jade like yesterday, for an example, does that mean I'm still talking to Jade? No, we just bump into each other. It just happens. It's a coincidence. Just because I bumped into somebody doesn't mean I'm friends with them. Like if let's say I bumped into Creecraft today, does that mean I'm best friends with Creecraft? No, of course not. Like you just bump into people on accident. It's not like I just casually go stalk Brooklyn and be like, yo, Brooklyn, how's your day going? Like no, I just bumped into her. You know, I don't really talk to them. So yeah. Anyways, let's go back to getting that one part because there's one specific part where he mentions about the chat things. This is why I've been literally looking at the entire conversation for so dang long.
I'll tell you that Lemony, she'll add me, bro. Like you posted like my snap, so
First,
obviously
you
she's adding
posted
my
his
snap on different
socials.
accounts.
Hey, what's up, guys? I just wanted to say that when I was leaking Jade's Snapchat, I got that from Limlime, and Limlime got that from Akira because Akira was screen sharing. Afterwards, Limlime's Snapchat screenshot thing. I don't know if she screenshot through her phone or if she used that Snapchat photo thing, but she got the screenshot, whatever, and that's how actually I got it because I got it from Limlime. I never seen Jade recommend to me or nothing, and the only way I got it was from Lemlime. So he can't put that on me. He didn't get stalked by, like, here's the thing. Lemlime was stalking him before I made that video. She had his username before talking to me. I only got that photo from Lemlime. I didn't get that photo from anyone else. Like, I didn't beg Akira to send me that. I didn't tell Mr. White or nobody. I didn't ask anybody for it. Limlime just randomly, for no reason, gave it to me. I didn't even ask her for it. I didn't even ask her for Jade's Snapchat. Like Limlime's all happy. It's like, yo, I got my Jade Snapchat. And it's like, you're Jay. It's like, yeah, I got my Jade Snapchat. Look, and it showed like image or proof where it's like, this is his Snapchat. I added him with friends, and then she started screen sharing and showing proof that she's actually friends with Jade, whatever. So I was like, oh, of course you're friends with him. So yeah. So before you start going on my buns, Jade, I just wanted to say she was stalking you way before I even decided to leak your Snapchat. So don't be blaming it on me. I just wanted to say that. I just wanted to put it out there.
So yeah, not just that, she's spamming me. She's adding me to group messages with her friends, and then I'm constantly leaving them. And then I'm telling her not to add me to them. But like sometimes she'll like say something that they say, and
Okay.
they haven't said anything recently because I'm assuming maybe you did stop talking to them. But
Yeah. Well, I mean, before I started talking to Limma a month ago, you want to hear some of the last things she told me about you before I stopped talking to her entirely?
sure,
She always
let's see what
like,
she
because
said.
I'd be playing like Roblox, whatever, or sometimes I'd be on the call with like her friends, like Alvin, Rest, whatever. And then like sometimes like I remember playing Neighbors and stuff. She's like, well, I have to get going. And it's like, oh, okay, see you later. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna go sleep with my Jay, whatever. It's like, what? It's like, yeah, me and Jay sleep calls sometimes. It's like, oh, okay. And I didn't question
What?
it. And then next later, she's like, oh yeah, 1 second, Jay's texting me. He's like, you're still friends with Jay? It's like, yeah, me and him talk, whatever. And I was like, talk
Sounds like
and stuff. And that's when I was like confused and whatever. And then afterwards, the last thing I told her, so I was like, so is there anything going on with Jay? He's like, oh yeah, no, me and Jay just, well, I don't know what's happening now, but we used to talk a lot, but now we barely talk, but we still sleep all together. I was like, oh, okay,
what?
that's interesting. I did not know Jay is a sleep call person. And he's like, yeah.
I think that's funny.
Low
then
key
she's,
am,
yeah,
but like it's not with her. Like never have, never will. The fact that she says that is weird though, because
yeah,
I don't know. That's yeah.
because
It sounds like one of those things that like girls say to get someone jealous. You know how like they'll like, oh yeah, I'm texting him right now.
Mm.
Like, like it just sounds like that vibe. Like where girls get other. Usually they do it to other girls though. They don't do it to guys, which is weird. Why they should say that
Yeah.
to you.
I mean,
You know what
unless
I'm
it
talking
was
about,
in.
Zero? When girls like try to make other
Oh
girls
yeah,
jealous.
yeah. I remember when my friend was.
Yeah, it sounds like one of those situations, like where she's just maybe trying to make you upset, or I don't know what her purpose of it is, or just to make me look bad. But like, I don't
Because you
know.
didn't want
That's
anything to
weird,
do with her, make you look bad.
Yeah.
right?
I
Yeah, I
don't
don't know.
Ooh,
Plus, like, what would I sleep call on, bruh? I don't even. She does. I don't have her on Discord. I don't think.
Mm.
I don't. I don't even think she has one.
She used to, but then well, she didn't used to,
her
but
mommy
then
found it.
Definitely not Snap. I don't call on Snap.
yeah, that's
I
what
think
she's been saying, that she's been talking on Snap, whatever, and that she's been like calling me on Snap. And everything is on Snap with you.
interesting.
But anyways, and then oh yeah, by the way, Limelight only has one account on Snap. She used to have like Discord and stuff, but then what ended up happening is, you just say, to summarize here, Limelight the criminal, she was out here catfishing, lying about her age and everything. That's all you need to know, and that's all I'm going to say. She was out here catfishing and stuff, and I exposed all the things that she was doing online, and well, a whole bunch of people was not happy and not okay with what she was doing and messaging her on Discord. So she deleted Discord, and she no longer has a Discord. I mean, she had another Discord account, two Discord account, but then somehow people got a hold of the second account and was still messaging her on there, and she's decided to delete Discord entirely. So yeah, she doesn't have it. As of right now, as I'm recording this, I do not know if she got Discord back, because she did say she's planning on getting Discord, and it was like adding everybody, like Jade and the rest. She was very happy to say Jade though. She's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna add like everyone, like Brooke and the rest. I'm gonna even add Jade." Like she's like way too happy to hear that Jade is on Discord. So, oh, I get to add Jade. I was like, "Oh, brother, hop off his dick, bro. Like he doesn't want you at all."
All right. Well, I think
Yeah.
we're gonna go now. It's
Okay.
getting late
Yeah. Oh yeah.
a little bit.
Oh yeah. One more thing, and this is just a suggestion. If I was you, I should probably just rather block Lemon as much as you can, because right now because for the entire time, for what Lemon has been telling me, apparently Lemon has been telling me how you've been bugging her on Roblox, how you've been begging to get her to get her Snapchat. You've been begging to talk to be friends, because that's when like Brooke
Bruh.
and everyone else is like, "Why are you
That's funny
friends with
because
Jade?"
I just showed Zero my messages with Lemony, and it's her saying hi, 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 like trying to
Yeah,
message me. She's trying to message me.
because like during the time, there was some time. So basically, me and Lemon was on the call, and basically Lemon was out here saying that Jade was supposedly was bothering Lemon and begging him to add him back on Snap, add him, and that she didn't want to add him at all. But then Ali forced her to add him, and boom, they became friends like that. But after talking to Jade said that did not happen at all. What happened is that she was the one constantly texting him, like every single time she say hi, he wouldn't reply back or nothing. That Lin was not getting a hint, and that the only reason why Jay didn't want to unfriend or block Lemon, because Lemon would just make other accounts, would stalk Jade, whatever, and continuously try to talk to Jade, even though she can't take a hint that Jade doesn't want to be associated or doesn't even like her at all. But yeah, Lin Lim's not that smart. But hey, I can't wait to expose that criminal. I can't wait to expose everything she's been doing. Anyways, let's just get back into the video, shall we?
I mean, obviously none of this is true because I mean we've already established, like, she's told people that she dated me. She's told me that she likes me. She's told other people that she likes me, and
Yeah.
She asked me not to be mad at her and said, "I like Jade, but don't be mad at me."
Right, and
But yeah, she's still saying
something
stuff
that
about you. So if I was you, I'd rather you just stop talking to her entirely. But it's up to you.
well, yeah, of course, duh. I don't talk to her.
As in,
she tries spam adding me,
yeah,
and
as in like
she adds.
as in like block or whatever, because well, Brooke and everyone else make it seem like you guys are more than friends, because you guys keep on adding each other on Roblox. Like every single time when I accidentally bumped into Brooklyn's like He's like, hey, Jade. I was like, why do you care? So I'm just thought I'd give you a reminder that Jade and Lemon are still talking. I was like, okay, what makes you say
Well,
that? It's like, well, they're friends on Roblox and Snapchat. They're talking still. And so like, I
yeah,
can't
no.
just go to Lemon's house and make her unfriend Jade, or I can't go to Jade and be like, yo, unfriend this. Like, what do you want me to do? Like they're like Mr. White and Brooklyn like acting was expecting me like I can just become like some kind of hacker. It's like, oh yeah, let me just make it where Jade and Lemon can stop talking to her. Like I can do whatever. And I keep trying to tell them like I can't do. Like I've been tell them repeatedly over and over. Like I can't do anything. So I don't know why the you guys want me to do some. Like I can't do. You know, the things you guys ask me to do is
For
beyond
me,
my control.
I've had no, it's like I've sort of not had I guess a reason to unadd her. She's never like said anything weird to me. She's never told me anything upright. I've only got out of her once ever a while ago that she liked me. And this
Yeah.
was a while ago. This is not recent. This is not like
I,
she tried messaging me once, like once a month on Roblox, like, and I already showed Zero this, and that like she's trying to message me, but like she's just saying hi in messages. She says hi, hello, and that's it. And
okay.
I've never had a good reason to unadd her besides like hearing that what she tells other people that like, well, not what she tells other people, but what she's telling you exactly, and like what she's
Yeah.
told other people in the past. But all she's ever said that is she liked me, and that her and I were dating at one point. Supposedly,
Yeah.
this is what she told people.
I mean, I don't know why Lemon ain't taking a sign that you don't want to completely talk to you at all. But whatever, I don't know. Lemon's just dumb in general. And back to what I was saying though, because I'm getting way off topic. So basically, while that was going on, they told me their side of the story, and they're like, "Oh, so this what really happened," and everything. And that's when I was like, "Oh, I'm such an idiot." And I told them multiple times I wish they would have contacted me, whatever, and I wish we could talk sooner because this whole thing would have been like really easy and stuff. And supposedly they did try to talk with Mr. White, but Mr. White was, you know, interrupted and were interrupting them, was not making it easier for them and everything, stuff like that. And after a while, of them talking to me, and we talked for like at least like 3 hours to 4 hours. We explained everything, and we came out and figured out that one that I should probably next time, you know, invite them to a game like one of those solo games. Because at the time, because believe it or not, my account was falsely banned. So like, what am I supposed to invite them to like which game? Normally on my normal account, I would invite them to like some kind of like a private game that I made by myself. I had like a server where it's like nothing duo and it was just like, you know, alone. And it's like nothing trio and stuff like that, you know. I had like different games at the time, but my main account was banned, so I didn't know what to contact them on. And there was no VIP server for neighbors. So I didn't think about, you know, I didn't think about, oh yeah, let's go play a different game, let's talk to them. So in the future, when I do try to talk to Preds, I'll be like, yo, would it be cool if we can hop onto a different game where it's just us two? You know, so we don't have to take this public. And that would have been a lot easier. So yeah. And then next and later, what proceeds to start happening is that I ended up was telling them because like I said, you know, they didn't want an apology. They just wanted me to delete the video. They didn't want like all the people like adding them harassing them no more. And I was like, I want to make an apology video because I feel like it's the right thing to do. I mean, I didn't like making a video in the first place, and here I am. I'm making a video explaining every single situation that happened. So you are probably here because, well, let's be honest, you're lazy. So yeah, unless if you actually watch the entire thing, if you watch the entire thing, then W, you're amazing. But now let's go with the ending. So him dating Zero, that started with Lemon Lime, and is it true? False. Him dating Lemon Lime also started by Lemon Lime. False. Now him being 17 years old, I'm gonna leave that up to you guys. I'm not gonna reveal any of his age because he doesn't want his real age being out there, and I respect him for that. He's really nice. So that one could be interpreted. You guys can say whatever you want about that. Zero being 14. That rumor was made by, I guess, Akira. I don't know. Akira told me that she was 14. I went along with it. I don't know who started it. I'm assuming it's either Akira or Lemon Lime. But no, it's false. She's not 14. She's way older. Okay. And lastly, but not least, and the main point that you guys are here for, is Jade a pedophile? No, Jade's not a pedophile. He's clean. He's an innocent man. Just people had so much rumors about him that made him look bad. So hope you guys enjoy this video, and if you're watching Jade and Zero, I just want to say I am completely sorry for everything I have caused you, even though I was forced to make those videos. I understand if you hate me and don't want to ever talk to me again, you know, and if you want to just talk smack behind my back, go ahead, you know, you do what you want. I deserve it after all. I mean, I did make your life a complete living hell. But yeah, sorry for making those videos and making those claims without providing evidence and making it all terrible. I know that, like, you know, I didn't really make the rumors at all, but I basically just spread the rumors, so that's my fault, whatever. So sorry for all that. Hope you guys have, and I'm talking to like Jade and also Zero. I hope you two have an amazing life. Sorry for messing up there. And I hope that this video can make it up where I truly am sorry. I know I talked to you guys privately and you guys know that I'm actually sorry, but I really do want to say sorry. I mean, I really messed up where it was so bad. I don't know. This might be the most regret video I've ever made, because I hated making those like Jade videos, exposing Jade and stuff. I do not want to. I just do not want to mention them ever again. That was completely stupid of me. So now you guys know the entire truth, the entire story of what was happening, you know. So Jade is not a pedophile, woohoo. That's the amazing outcome. So yeah, for anyone that is out here, and if you are talking, if you still can talk to Jade or talk to Zero and stuff, and you said some mean things to him, if I was you, I'd rather just apologize to them, you know. But yeah, I just wanted to come out to the public to say that Jade is not a pedophile, and I'm completely sorry for making those videos out here on Jade, you know. So yeah, I don't know how to make an apology video. I can't really make an apology video, but I just thought to make a video explaining the entire situation and like every single context and stuff, so like everyone knows like what's going on, what's happening and stuff. But yeah, I truly am sorry, Jade, for out here telling people that you're out here being a pred and stuff, whatever, and try to get you banned, and that and like the thing is, when it comes to like you and Lemon dating, I didn't really say anything until like Lemon was making that information publicly known, and then I was forced my friends to like make a video adding that information in there. So I was like, all right, whatever. I guess I'll add the fact that Lemon and Jade was dating, even though there's no evidence of them dating. Because at the time, I knew Lemon had a crush on Jade. I mean, it's not that hard. But another actor, really. But then basically, as soon as I figured out that Lemon was dating Jade, whatever, that's when I should have known everything was going downhill. I mean, Lemon is a demon, bro. I can't wait to expose her. And I might have to censor that, because I just realized I don't think I can say that on YouTube. But yeah, basically, but that's it. I'm gonna wrap up the videos. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if I don't like how the outcome is, I can just re-record the video, which I'm probably gonna do again, or not like re-record the video, but like I have like future me, like, you know, will like replace the recordings. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video regardless. And one last time, I'm sorry, Jade, for everything. I hope you all have an amazing day, and like always, bro, I messed up my outro so many times. Y'all can keep it. I don't really care. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and like always, have an amazing day. Sorry for everything, Jade.